Have you ever poured your heart and soul into someone, only to end up feeling used and betrayed? It's a painful experience that many of us go through at some point in our lives. We often sacrifice so much for others, yet they may not appreciate our dedication. It's essential to recognize when it's time to protect your heart and soul from those who don't value you. Today, I'm here to share 10 crucial rules to help you maintain control of your life and your happiness in relationships. These rules will guide you in setting boundaries and safeguarding your emotional well-being. So let's dive in and discover how to build healthier connections while reclaiming your power. Rule 1. Don't let physical attraction fool you. It's natural to be drawn to someone who looks good. A beautiful smile, captivating eyes, these things can easily catch our attention. But while physical attraction is normal, it's dangerous to let it blind you to a person's true character. Looks can be deceiving. A person might have a stunning appearance, but that doesn't mean they have a kind heart or good intentions. It's like a flashy book cover with empty pages inside. What's inside is what truly matters. Physical beauty fades over time, but someone's personality and values are what really last. So, don't get swept away by a pretty face alone. Take the time to look deeper. Who are they as a person? Do they treat others with kindness and respect? If all they have to offer is their appearance and a bad attitude, it's time to walk away. You deserve someone who has both inner and outer beauty, someone who treats you well and has a good heart. Rule 2. Don't give away your love too quickly. Love is powerful and meaningful, but it's also something you should protect. When you meet someone new, it's easy to feel excited and start pouring out your feelings. But giving your heart too fast can make you vulnerable to getting hurt. Not everyone values love the same way, and some people might take advantage of your feelings. When you give your love away too quickly, you risk being used by people who don't truly care about you. They might take your affection for granted and give nothing in return, leaving you feeling empty and betrayed. Love should be mutual. Both people should work for it, not just one. So what should you do? Be cautious. Take your time to get to know someone before fully opening up your heart. Make sure they deserve your love by showing you respect, care, and consistency. Love is not something to be handed out easily. You are worth more than that. Remember, your love is valuable. Don't give it to someone who won't treasure it. Wait for someone who will respect and appreciate the love you have to offer. Rule 3. Don't sacrifice your happiness to please them. Your happiness matters just as much as anyone else's. In relationships, it's easy to fall into the trap of constantly trying to make someone else happy, even if it means ignoring your own needs. But if you're always the one giving and they're always taking, that's not a balanced relationship, that's you being used. Think about it. If you keep sacrificing your happiness to please someone who doesn't appreciate it, you're only teaching them that your feelings don't matter. They might take you for granted, expecting you to always put their needs first while ignoring yours. This leaves you drained and unhappy. What should you do? Make your happiness a priority. You shouldn't have to lose yourself or your joy to make someone else happy. A healthy relationship is built on mutual respect and care, where both people look out for each other's well-being. If they expect you to sacrifice everything while they do nothing in return, they don't deserve you. Remember, your happiness is important. Don't throw it away for someone who doesn't value it. You deserve someone who cares about your happiness just as much as their own. Rule 4. Don't get fooled by their sweet words. Words are easy to say, but they don't always reflect the truth. Some people know how to talk smoothly, saying all the right things to charm you, but their actions don't back it up. It's easy to get swept away by promises and sweet talk, but in the end, words alone mean nothing if they aren't followed by genuine effort. If someone is constantly telling you how much they care, but their actions show otherwise, that's a huge red flag. They might promise you the world, but if they're not showing up when it matters, those promises are empty. Actions speak louder than words. Watch what they do, not just what they say. Remember, this talk is cheap. Anyone can say anything to sound good, but real love and care are shown through consistent actions. Don't settle for someone who only says the right things. Wait for someone who shows you they mean it. You deserve someone who will back up their words with real effort. Rule 5. Never reveal your dark past too soon. We all have things in our past that we're not proud of, but not everyone deserves to hear those stories, especially early on in a relationship. Opening up too quickly about your deepest struggles can backfire. Some people might use that information against you or judge you based on who you were, not who you are now. When you meet someone new, it's tempting to share everything in the hope of building a closer connection. But be cautious. Your past, especially the darker parts, is personal. You need to make sure that the person you're sharing it with is trustworthy and won't use it to hurt you later. So take your time. Get to know the other person before you open up about your past. Only share your story with someone who's proven they care about you for who you are today, not who you used to be. Protect your past and share it only when you're ready, and with someone who values and respects you for all that you are. Rule 6. Don't trust too quickly. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship, but giving it away too easily can set you up for disappointment. When you trust someone too quickly, you expose yourself to being hurt or taken advantage of. Not everyone deserves your trust right away, and some people might seem trustworthy on the surface but have hidden motives. It's important to let trust grow over time. Pay attention to a person's actions, not just their words. Trust is something that should be earned, not freely given. When someone consistently shows you that they're reliable and genuine, only then should you let your guard down. So, don't rush to trust someone you've just met. Take your time, observe how they treat you and others, and only invest your trust when you're sure it's deserved. It's better to be cautious than to regret giving your trust to the wrong person. Protect your heart and your trust, and only give it to those who truly earn it. Rule 7. Set boundaries and stick to them. Boundaries are essential in any relationship, whether it's romantic, friendship, or even family. They help protect your emotional well-being and ensure you're treated with the respect you deserve. When you don't set clear boundaries, people might push you around, take advantage of your kindness, or disrespect your needs. Setting boundaries means knowing your limits and communicating them clearly to others. If someone crosses those lines, it's up to you to enforce them. This might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's necessary. People will respect you more when they know you have self-respect. Remember, boundaries aren't about pushing people away, they're about creating a healthy space where both parties feel valued. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty for protecting your peace. The right people will understand and respect your limits. So be firm with your boundaries, and don't be afraid to walk away from those who refuse to honor them. Rule 8. Don't be afraid to walk away from toxic people. One of the hardest things to do in life is walking away from people who are toxic, especially if you've known them for a long time or have deep feelings for them. But if someone consistently brings negativity into your life, disrespects you, or drains your energy, it's time to let them go. Toxic people often manipulate, control, or belittle others to keep the upper hand. They thrive on chaos and will make you feel guilty for putting yourself first. But your peace of mind and emotional well-being are more important than trying to fix someone who doesn't want to change. Walking away is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It shows that you value yourself enough to move on from harmful relationships. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, not tear you down. Don't be afraid to create distance from those who only bring you pain and frustration. Walking away can be the best decision for your growth and happiness. Rule 9. Set clear boundaries and stick to them. Setting boundaries is one of the most important things you can do to protect your mental and emotional health. Boundaries let people know what is acceptable in your life and what isn't. They help you define how you want to be treated, what you will tolerate, and where you draw the line. When you don't set boundaries, people may take advantage of your kindness, disrespect you, or violate your personal space. It's easy to fall into the trap of being too lenient just to avoid conflict, but in the long run, that only hurts you. Be firm and clear about your boundaries. Whether it's about how you're spoken to, how much time you're willing to give, or what behavior you won't accept, make it known. And most importantly, stick to those boundaries. If someone consistently ignores them, it's a red flag, and you should reevaluate their place in your life. Remember, boundaries aren't about controlling others, they're about protecting yourself. It's not selfish to prioritize your well-being. It's necessary for healthy relationships and a balanced life. Rule 10. Trust your instincts. Your gut feeling is often your best friend when it comes to navigating relationships. If something feels off, it usually is. It's essential to pay attention to those instinctive signals you get, especially when you're dealing with new people or situations. Sometimes we ignore our intuition because we want to believe the best in others or we don't want to seem judgmental. But dismissing that inner voice can lead to serious consequences. If you feel uncomfortable, confused, or unhappy about how someone treats you, don't brush it aside. Those feelings are valid. Trusting your instincts means listening to that little voice inside your head that tells you when something isn't right. It's your subconscious processing the information around you, even if you can't quite articulate it. So, when in doubt, take a step back and reflect. Ask yourself why you're feeling this way. If your gut is signaling danger or discomfort, take it seriously. Protect your peace by recognizing and honoring your instincts. They can guide you toward healthier connections and away from toxic situations. Now that you've learned these 10 vital rules, it's time to take charge of your life and relationships. Remember, you deserve love and respect that reflects your worth. Don't settle for less, and don't be afraid to walk away from those who don't appreciate you. Each rule is a step towards safeguarding your heart and nurturing your happiness. Make a commitment to yourself, no more weakness, only growth and self-improvement. Share your pledge in the comments below, and I'll feature the most inspiring comment on our channel. Your journey to becoming the best version of yourself starts today. Hit that subscribe button for your daily dose of unfiltered wisdom, and let's continue this journey together.